Keemstar getting involved as a mediator. However, Ryan even backstabbed him, the only person who was trying to give him a voice.
Doing this shit over nothing without like no factual evidence. He was just accusing people of like heinous shit.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
What up, it's Ahmadjay back at another video. Today we're about to be reacting to a video by Pexto. Video is going to be on how a betrayal determines a legacy. That may just be a title to some people, but it's really not when you deep down think of it, because I think the two betrayals are probably going to be on here, because I have a feeling, because I've seen it in the image. It's probably going to be Kenneth getting cheated on by his girl, you know, by her cousin. Oh my god, she was messing around with her cousin, and that was just one of the weirdest things to come out this year. And then another one is YourRage getting betrayed by his best friend for 25 fucking years, bro, which is just crazy. Those, like, you know, better for worse kind of, you know, benefited them in a way, and, you know, made people, you know, gather around them, and, you know, basically, you know, basically fucking shame the fucking people that they accuse or into the fucking dirt, bro. And then the other people that are probably on the bad side is probably some scandals or some type of weird thing. I seen Mini Lad in there, you know. If y'all don't know about him, go look him up. But no further, let's just get into the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying these videos. Let's get it.
Everyone suffers at least one bad betrayal in their lives. Some people move on with their lives quickly, while others spend the rest of their lives defined by it. So here are 6 times a betrayal determined a YouTuber's legacy. Starting with Joshua Maynard, aka YourRage, who would have preferred to have his money stolen rather than what actually happened to him.
I found out my best friend, 25 years, has been stealing from me.
Understandably, the betrayal left YourRage angry and confused.
When you got locked up, who was there for you? You. When you was homeless, who was there for you? You. Whose house have you been living in for a year, gang? Yours, bro. So what a
To which his friend Greg
nigga, bro, you know this nigga's a shitty ass nigga, because like you should be nothing but thankful to a guy that's like, you know, literally took you in and, you know, gave you all of those things. And I seen a video of him in that same video I reacted to when this came out, and like I would literally never let a grown man take me shopping, bro. Takes me back to that 50 Cent meme of Diddy trying to take him shopping. You can't let a grown man take you shopping, bro. I mean, they could just give you the money and then you know, you can go shopping yourself, but like I still have a hard time just accepting like a huge amount of money, because you never know what you have to do with that. But this is your best friend. All he asks, I'm pretty sure all he asks for is just to be loyal and just be on this content shit, bro. That's all you have to do. But no, he's a shitty ass nigga. I hope he is working a low tier ass job and struggling right now. This is actually the one person I really hope struggles. You took everything for granted.
Deflected the blame and tried putting it back on YourRage instead.
You gave me the card, bro. You gave me the card, gang.
As fans showed solidarity for YourRage and the money he'd lost, the main issue for the streamer was the betrayal, especially from your day one homie.
Oh God, I just having a mental breakdown right now. Like, I'm just freak. Plus this Greg is in my head. I'm just like, yo, what the? I'm in a dream. This is a dream right now, man.
With other streamers chiming in on the situation as well.
Nobody's gonna forget this face. Nobody's gonna forget this innocent. All of his loved ones, all of his close friends, everyone's gonna know that this person right here did what he did, and he deserves that.
Fans commented that that's a friendship that can never be fixed. It's worse when...
Yeah, bro, it's something that's just not to be trusted, bro. I mean, I know like YourRage kind of still felt bad, but like, you know, it is what it is. You're gonna have to expose this lame ass nigga, and like, I know jobs are just gonna be like memeing the fuck out of him if they ever, you know, discover if he ever goes out for a job. And you know, or if he was any type of smart, he would have been stacking that money up and saving it in the background. But you spending it on, well, as I heard, OnlyFans hoes.
Someone you trust abuses your kindness, and YourRage had no choice but to agree.
He's gone. Never again. If you ever see me with that again, I'm a asshole. That's it. It just is what it is.
Hence, Greg's greed ended up determining his legacy as a liar, a thief, and worst of all, a terrible friend. A betrayal which could only be topped by Richard Maurice Barnett, aka BlasphemousHD, who went from being one of the most popular reaction channels to sinking like the Titanic, all because he couldn't keep it in his pants.
You cheated on your ex, and you took it out on your friends, and you lied.
With the news first breaking in 2016, as Richard announced on X that he was now single, the news came as a shock to many fans.
This is also like a tale of the story of just you letting too much like personal shit online, bro. Like I used to watch this thing like back in the heyday of like when I was like I think 20 like 15, bro. His reactions used to be pretty good, bro. Like he's like he should be like the staple of he should be like the staple of like, you know, other reaction channels, but like he got like too many scandals and shit following his name.
Who loved the duo. However, following the breakup, Dr. Girlfriend revealed the true reason why the two weren't together anymore.
How long were you together again? Almost 5 years? And how many of those years was he cheating on you?
Dude.
About 3 of those.
And in an attempt to save his own reputation, Richard continuously lied to his friends, namely Chavez, that his girlfriend was being unfaithful, and fans were genuinely heartbroken over the betrayal. This is the first YouTube fallout that legitimately hurt me. If this wasn't enough to tarnish any trust Richard had with his audience, he made sure to end it for good in 2021 when he launched his own website and uploaded a video talking about his side of the story.
Because she was depressed. So yeah, I went and got a different chick. I'm like a month into sexlessness with Dr. Girlfriend because you suck.
However, while Richard thought being honest...
Dude, I'm sorry, bro. You know, you having a girlfriend for that long, at least... You know, if she depressed, you gotta be there for her. You've been in a relationship this long. Look, I know... I get it. Sex is just essential part of a relationship, but like... if you really cared about this girl, you would just like let that, you know, toss that to the side and, you know, just be chilling, bro. And, you know, while chilling, you know, comfort her. But like, he clearly didn't give a fuck. And then, I don't know. I feel like if you just with a girl for that long, it's something you see in her, bro. And you like being around her. So like, otherwise you probably would have like on year 1 or even a few months into the relationship, you would have probably like let that shit go. But no, you fuck up because you wanted sex.
Would help him gain sympathy among his fans, it ended up doing the exact opposite. It sucks finding out that people you used to enjoy watching are actually scumbags behind closed doors. And this betrayal of his girlfriend and his closest friends resulted in Richard's relevance ending overnight, with the creator now barely managing to crack 1,000 views on YouTube while also begging for donations on his live streams, all of which came as a betrayal to his fans, but not...
Nigga, this is like probably around the amount. Well, this is probably like around the amount of views that like I mostly get around the peak times if something really goes kind of viral. But like, nigga, goddamn, 500 views for on over like 500K.
Not a surprise. He was his own worst enemy. Narcissistic to the core, habitual liar, lazy beyond description, and constant drama magnet. But while Richard had no one to blame but himself, YouTuber I'm Not Kenneth got betrayed in a manner you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy.
I caught her cheated on me in my house. Keep in mind, I pay all the bills in this motherfucker, bro. And she had the audacity to cheat on me with her blood cousin.
With Kenneth revealing on June 5th, 2026, that he heard his ex talking to someone on FaceTime in the shower, and when he checked her phone, what he found disgusted him to his core.
She was talking about that, but being boyfriend material. She was saying she feels a disconnect from Kenneth. She was saying all types of shit, bro.
As a result, his ex, Kathalina, quickly went into damage control mode and released her truth on June 10th. She stated that Kenneth had put her through emotional...
She got 53 dislikes on that damn video. Hey, and notice after this motherfucker, I seen her apology, bro. Notice after this motherfucker, she didn't come out no time with anything else, bro. Not even provide no more evidence after that. I think Kenneth came out with a counter video, and that literally put that whole fucking video to shit shame. It's probably like a screenshot that's like literally shown right now, and that's probably like after that whole response video from Kenneth. Jesus Christ, her video got torn to shreds, invalidly so.
Verbal and physical abuse over the course of their relationship.
This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like.
These allegations, however, got tainted immediately when Kenneth uploaded a response to Kathalina's side of the story.
Our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work
relationship
of
is,
the
man.
reputation saver that you was emailing and your fucking YouTube manager told me about, bro.
And further added how Kathlina was desperately trying to change the narrative to save herself from the backlash.
And it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin. I'm innocent. I didn't do shit.
Which obviously didn't sit right with some viewers. 1 minute of self-accountability and 11 minutes of shift and blame, while others pushed Kenneth to sue her for defamation. However, Kenneth was just too shocked and betrayed to process what he'd just gone through.
She didn't want to post me because of all her male fans. She didn't want to talk about me, and it's just so weird, bro.
As a result, Kathlina's betrayal cemented her legacy as the cousin cracker. And while this betrayal
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, nigga, hey, if a girl just has a problem with, like, you know, showing you around, you should just probably leave on day one. Something has to be going on. Even if there's kind of nothing going on, like, she's still around with, like, her mods and some shit. But, like, I couldn't just be in the background and, you know, seeing my girl just, like, make some type of money from some horny, weird-ass niggas. That's why I can't get on. If I ever get into a relationship, I can't get an OnlyFans girl. She wanted to make an OnlyFans. Well, I'm breaking up with you.
broke Kenneth's faith in relationships, Toby Turner broke the hearts of thousands of fans. But there was once a time when Tobuscus ruled the algorithm. His early comedy skits, gameplay videos, and viral songs, including the Sword Song, helped Toby become one of the first ever YouTubers to hit the 5 million subscriber milestone.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for helping me make a video game, and thanks for helping me have a freaking career out of trying to avoid having a career.
And this viral fame resulted in Toby becoming one of the most successful YouTubers of his time, rivaling the likes of PewDiePie and Markiplier, and gaining a loyal fan base who would support him through anything. However, during this time, Toby branched out into Hollywood, landing a role in some indie films and the annoying Orange TV show. But as a result, he entirely abandoned his YouTube channel, resulting in Toby quickly losing his relevance on YouTube. And by 2016, the fate of his career was permanently sealed after one of his ex-girlfriends, April Fletcher, posted on Tumblr highlighting her abusive relationship with Toby, following which several other of Toby's exes came out and shared their stories of him being a horrible person.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's not only like one allegation come out, you'd be like, okay. Well, I mean, I'm speaking from nowadays because it's hard to believe anybody because a lot of people be fucking lying. That doesn't downplay the, you know, the importance of a domestic abuse relationship or something. But like if one case came out, you could be like, okay, then they just got to prove it. But then if second case, another one comes out, you got to be looking at this nigga sideways, bro.
He posted a video on his channel called Too Late where he laughed about the fact that he was sending me unwanted emails,
while also stalking her and putting her family through a hard time,
asking to get back together and all these crazy things. And Richie saw it. And obviously it bothered him, so he took it upon himself to tweet Toby.
She gets married to some dude she barely knows, and Toby acts like an effing comical movie character. I just can't help but feel there's some giant prank being played here. That's what his diehard fans hoped. However, Toby didn't respond to these allegations until 2018, when he uploaded a video denying everything. However, Toby just had no fans left to defend him. There's a deep stabbing sadness that comes from seeing the decline of someone who brought you so much joy as a child. It's bad enough seeing so many of them vanish into obscurity or quit, but it's a whole other experience seeing their lives go up in flames. And Toby's
yeah, honestly, that really is a bad hit. You know, you watch these people in comfort of your home, you know, like, for example, it's probably like, you know, Markiplier. They never did nothing weird. I mean, he never did nothing weird, but like, it's like some YouTuber that's your favorite, bro. You watched them since you were a kid, and like, you're older, some shit, like, really leaks and really comes out about them, especially around that Minecraft community. Bro, a lot of shit just came out and it was just disgusting, bro, and it just made it just be like, I really looked up to this person, bro. So geez, I never really like heard of Tobuscus or really watched him. I got into YouTube late. Bro, I wanted to. I was like literally a fucking kid, and I didn't have a device like up until like teenage years, basically. That was mine.
Fall from grace has been nothing short of brutal, with a creator who once rivaled PewDiePie now resorted to becoming
whoa, what is going on?
A grifter for cheap attention.
I left LA pretty much a week after the government called me and said, get the hell out of LA now. I'm like, all right.
As his viewership is non-existent, Toby proved that betraying your audience is the ultimate sin on YouTube, and this very betrayal resulted in Toby's eventual downfall. Unlike Ohmwrecker, aka Ryan, who destroyed every single bridge he had with the Van Os crew. But before he did that...
Yeah, sorry about that. What's going on? Are you gonna work this time?
Ryan had become a core member of the Van Os crew due to his gameplay and chemistry with the other crew members.
Say the famous line! Get on the chopper! Who's your daddy? What did you do? It's slowly Kermit.
While also building up a steady YouTube audience thanks to his consistency and some lucky shoutouts at the right time.
The audio, bro.
To label them as PDF files. The drama resulted in Keemstar getting involved as a mediator. However, Ryan even backstabbed him, the only person who was trying to give him a voice.
Now, how the hell did people have my DM conversation with Ohmwrecker? Because he just publicly fucking leaks them.
With it later being revealed.
I'm not okay. Yeah, I used to watch Ohmwrecker a lot in I think 2017 around like the when Jason, the Friday the 13th Jason game came out, bro. I used to watch that shit a lot, bro. Then like it would kind of just like ruined that for me. Yeah, this kind of drama that I learned about. I'm like, why are these niggas going through this shit? Like, just play the damn game, bro. It's just like, well, then it feels like Ohmwrecker was just literally like doing this shit over nothing without like no factual evidence. He was just accusing people of like heinous shit.
That Ryan had held on to the story about Delirious just so he could blackmail him, all because he was jealous.
And then you got motherfuckers like you just, oh, look at this clip that I recorded years ago, and oh, look at these DMs. Like, you're just such a fucking snake motherfucker.
And fans agreed. Never forget, Ohm was fired from his IRL job for incorrectly claiming sexual assault against someone. They made fun of a girl he liked, berating his boss, and obsessively tracking the habits of his coworkers while at work. This dude's been a weirdo for a long time, bro. As a result, the Van Os crew just...
I fucking hate hearing that shit. I mean, at least it was, you know, kind of warranted right there, but it was literally just kind of annoying. I'm getting tired of hearing that. I always knew this guy was a weird. No, the fuck you didn't, bro. You was just watching along and delusional. Hey, when people say that, bro, like, you didn't know the guy was a weirdo. Shut up.
Just blacklisted Ohmwrecker and stopped making any videos with him. And now Ryan continues to upload on his channel, but without the Van Os crew, as was the case with one of Van Os crew's most popular members, Craig Thompson, aka Mini Lad, who was
all right. Ohmwrecker's situation was worse. I mean, was like, you know, like bad, but like this nigga's situation was fucking 5 times worse.
One point seen as one of the more mature members of the group, being entertaining with his gameplay, but having enough nuance to talk about more serious issues like mental health.
I just didn't feel like the videos were good enough. It's a hard thing to admit.
But more than that, his dynamic with the crew made for some entertaining and oftentimes foreshadowy content.
Once there was a man. His name was Pablo. Pablo was not a very good man. He liked to have sex with small children.
However, the veil was lifted in 2020 when serious allegations...
Okay, that just kind of, damn, bro, that joking around really kind of comes like 2 times worse now.
Against Mini Lad came to light of him soliciting inappropriate pictures from minors and abusing the power dynamic he developed between himself and his fan base. Mini Lad not only took advantage of that power dynamic, he also used the fact that the girls were starstruck by him being a famous YouTuber to wow them into doing what he wanted, and when they threatened to go public, Mini further used his status to emotionally blackmail the 2 girls into staying silent. As a result, his crew members distanced themselves from him immediately following this betrayal of their trust, and so did his fans. What Craig did try to show his fans, however, was some form of regret through an apology.
The reality is I was being selfish. I wasn't thinking about repercussions. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just being stupid. And I really want to apologize for that.
The apology, unfortunately, wasn't at all well received by the community. He will forever be remembered as a guy who did this, and he has to live the rest.
It's like, bro, it's like not that it was just shitty, bro. It was like he tried to come back after, I think, probably not even... I think not even like a month or so later. He might tell us right here, but like not even like a month or so later, and you know, he literally just like tried to act like none of it happened. And like he just tried to move on. You can't really move on when you just like get exposed for this.
Of his life, knowing that at one point everyone loved him and didn't see him as this monster. And as a result, Craig was kicked out of the Vanos crew, and their members didn't waste a single opportunity throwing shade his way.
Cool, we went to the Temple of Minilad. Let's go.
Oh my lord.
Yes! Oh my god. Dude, we gotta survive him again.
Literally any opportunity.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they just don't stop.
Following which, Craig tried rebranding his content and working solo, but even that failed miserably. And for his fans, some were hoping he'd quit streaming altogether, while others were disappointed with what Minilad had become. He had it all at one point, and now he's reduced to this. Deserved it, I guess. Still sad. As a result of Craig's betrayal of his friends and fans, he has stopped posting on his main channel, and many hope it remains that way.
Yeah, I think this nigga's gonna try to make another fucking comeback. I think he already tried coming back like twice already. It just like ends up worse for him because like you're just gonna get trolled, and I feel like you know a creator getting trolled for this is it's valid. Like you ruined your trust with these with your fans and ruined your trust with your own friends. So that's valid. Yeah, I feel like the worst one on here is just Minilad. So, but I got the point of the rest of these. You know why these were kind of like chosen. But yeah, at least a few of those kind of determined their legacy, and at least people took their side because it was warranted and they got betrayed. But like the other ones are people literally betraying their fans and betraying their own friends. And that shit's just terrible, bro. Let me know what you guys think. And what should be going on? And who should go on this list? But don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We're on the road to 850. Catch you guys in the next video.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?